Hey everybody, it's Dr. Joe and Cool Bear, and today I'm going to show you some advanced core strengthening exercises. So let's get started. So these are my advanced core exercises. If these are a little bit too much for you, I also have an intermediate and a beginner. So if you haven't tried them yet, you might want to go back to the beginner. So we're just going to go into a plank position and add a little bit to the plank. So with a plank, you want to make sure that you're getting in a good proper position. So you want to make sure that your shoulders and your elbows are pretty much lined up so you don't end up irritating your shoulders. And then you're going to kind of pull in your toes because you're going to come up on your toes as well. You also want to think about squeezing your glute muscles and imagine pulling in your belly button, really to kind of tighten that core to get the front core area. Because we're going to do the front, we're going to do the sides, we're going to do the back, and if you stick around to the end, we're going to work the pelvic floor because people forget about that a lot. The glutes and the pelvic floor, which is the bottom of the core. So going up into the plank position, you're going to get as much of a straight line as you can, squeeze those glute muscles, pull in that belly button, and then just lift your leg a little bit. So that's making it that advance. Then alternate sides. You don't have to kick high. It's actually a little bit harder just to lift it up instead of kicking it high, but you really want to try and keep that plank position while you're doing it. If you haven't done these before, you might just want to start off with 2 or 3 on each side. But if you've done it before, you can work your way up to maybe just for time for like 30 seconds, or if you can get up to a minute, then you can do some different movements with the plank. But usually, if it's a firmer surface, like if you can get on the floor, that's an easier place to do it. You can see my feet were kind of sinking into the couch here, but you can do them on your couch or your bed. It's just going to be just a little bit more challenging. So then the next one is going to be going into a side plank. So with the side plank, we're going to add in just dropping our hips. That's going to make it a little bit more advanced. So when you get into the position, it's the same thing. Make sure that you're in good alignment so you don't end up irritating anything else. So your shoulder and your elbow should be kind of lined up. I also like to start with my hips back a little bit because when I come up, I push them forward. That just helps kind of get me into that position. If you want to stay straight the whole time and just kind of come up, you can do that as well. Just feet kind of stacked up on each other. I like a lot of times just putting my hand on my hip. It just kind of helps get me in alignment and know where my hips are, especially when I'm doing the hip drop. So I'm coming up into the side plank, and then I'm just going to drop my hip down and come back up. So getting that nice, slow, controlled movement, not just dropping down and relaxing everything, you're still keeping that core tight, even when you touch the bed just a little bit. So I'm coming down and then coming back up. And nice and slow, I'm still, even though I'm touching here, I'm still keeping everything engaged and then coming back up. So same thing, you can do this for time. See how many you can comfortably do in 30 seconds. If you haven't done it before, you might just want to start off with 3 to 5, but eventually working your way up to a minute. And then if that gets easy, then you can work on some other things as well. So that was for the side. Now we're going to go work in the back part of the core. So this position, some people like to call it the Superman or the Superwoman or just the super person. But all you're going to do is get your arms out in front of you, get your legs behind you, kind of think about flying in the sky. But make sure that you're comfortable. Again, if you need to roll up a little towel to put your forehead there, you can. But you're going to be lifting your head and your arms and your legs all at the same time. So coming down, bringing everything up, and then coming back down. So it doesn't have to be a huge movement. You see, I'm just lifting everything up, working those back muscles, those core muscles in the back. So coming up, and then coming back down. Up and down. So again, you can do this for time, or you can just do it for however many reps you want to do. And like I said, maybe just starting off with 3 to 5 if you haven't done them before, but if you've done them before, you can kind of progress your way up from there. So now kind of working the pelvic floor or the bottom of that core, the glutes, those are the things that kind of build that foundation of that core. So it's really important not to forget about these. So going into an advance, we're going to just do a single leg bridge. So that's, working the hamstrings, working the glutes, and working that pelvic floor. So getting into the bridge position with your knees propped up about hip width apart. So all you're gonna do is just put one leg out and up and then come up. Try and get into that straight line and then nice and slow coming down. So this is more of a controlled motion. You're not going for speed. You're trying to control everything, keep all those muscles engaged and come up. Try and get in as much of a straight line as you can and then nice and slow coming down. If you need to alternate every time you can, but ideally you want to do, whatever you're going to do on one side to keep those muscles engaged the whole time. So again, you can start off for just reps, or you can do as many as you comfortably can for your time. So there you have it. Those were some advanced core strengthening exercises. If you'd like to support my channel, click on the link up there and don't forget to subscribe. Where, Bear? Yeah, down there. And remember, be safe, have fun, and I hope you feel better soon.